Hallo my engeltjies, ek het gou gaan piepie en water gedrink en ek wil nog nie gaan slaap nie want ek is nou te nuuskierig om te weet of Siddharta nou gaan detox of wat. Wat dink julle? Miskien sal nommer 53 vir ons sê. Ons 53. Then Siddharta knew that the game was finished, that he could play it no longer. A shudder passed through his body. He felt as if something had died. He sat all that day under the mango tree, thinking of his father, thinking of Govinda, thinking of Gautama. Had he left all these in order to become a Kamaswami? He sat there till night fell. When he looked up and saw the stars, he thought, I am sitting here under my mango tree, in my pleasure garden. He smiled a little. Was it necessary? Was it right? Was it not foolish, a foolish thing, that he should possess a mango tree and possess a garden? He had finished with that. That also died in him. He rose, said farewell to the mango tree and the pleasure garden. As he had not had any food that day, he felt extremely hungry and thought of his house in the town, of his room and bed, of the table with food. He smiled wearily, shook his head, and said goodbye to these things. The same night, Siddharta left his garden and the town and never returned. For a long time, Kamaswami tried to find him, believing he had fallen into the hands of bandits. Kamala did not try to find him. She was not surprised when she learned that Siddharta had disappeared. Had she not always expected it? Was he not a samana, without a home, a pilgrim? She had felt it more than ever at their last meeting, and in the midst of her pain at her loss, she rejoiced that she had pressed him so close to her heart on that last occasion, had felt so completely possessed and mastered by him. When she heard the first news of Siddharta's disappearance, she went to the window where she kept a rare songbird in a golden cage. She opened the door of the cage, took the bird out, and let it fly away. For a long time she looked after the disappearing bird. From that day she received no more visitors and kept her house closed. After a time, she found that she was with child as a result of her last meeting with Siddharta. And that's the end of this chapter. We'll move on to the next one probably tomorrow. Lekker slaap, verder slaap my skattebolle. Ek hoop julle het goeie drome gehad.